Hey y'all, it's your Missniecytv and I'm here to review for Zatima Season 3, Episode 12. The episode picks up with Angela and Fatima at the house and they talk, and then Fatima's like, I gotta get ready for work, and Angela's like, what? You're going to work? Angela's like, you sure you wanna go to work? Fatima's like, yeah, there's nothing else I can do. Fatima's like, Zach didn't consider me or this baby, so you gotta figure it out yourself. Angela's like, well, you work at a law firm, you can try to get some help. Fatima's like, I already tried that. I told Angela to go home because she's getting ready for work, and as soon as Angela's walking out the door, Preston's walking in and they introduce themselves to each other. Fatima's like, look, Preston, I gotta get to work. Preston's like, okay, I understand that, but what are they saying? Fatima's like, look, Preston, Zach did this and he has to deal with it. Preston's like, I totally understand, but do you think they could get me in to see him? Then she gives him the number. Preston goes back outside and Bryce is standing there and he's like, what did she say? Then he tells him about the whole, he's going to the jail to see Zach, and Bryce is like, can I go? Preston's like, you're the last person that Zach wants to see. Then Bryce is like, I didn't know you could be that violent. Preston's like, what you mean? Then Bryce goes into this whole woe is me story, trying to blame himself for what Zach did, and Bryce, everything is not about you. This is a whole family matter that has nothing to do with you. You think this is still about the money when it's definitely. Preston's like, look, Zach did this on his own and he's taking accountability for it, and you totally want to understand where he's going. At the law firm, we see Fatima sitting at her desk and she's just trying to take everything in, and she's very stressed out, and all this stress is not good on the baby, and I don't even know why she decided to go to work, but okay. So we see her pull out her phone and she makes a call. She ends up calling Dr. Fatima ends up telling Dr. Reed everything that's going on with Zach, and Dr. Reed asks her a question. He's like, have you had the time to take everything in? Fatima's like, I'm just so angry and I don't know what to do. Dr. Reed is like, that's understandable, and if you need somebody to talk to, I'm available at night because I got something to do right now, but we can talk. Over at the precinct, Preston makes it there to go see Zach, and Bryce just doesn't take no as an answer because he showed up too, after Preston told him not to. Bryce has the audacity to say, I should go see Zach too. Preston's like, no you're not, because if you do, it's going to be a war zone. Belinda and Angela are out to lunch and they're talking about the whole Zach situation, and Belinda doesn't feel bad because Jeremiah stole her rent money. Belinda reveals to Angela that she was the one that told Zach where Jeremiah was. I'm like, I thought Angela knew that because she was at the house when Zach said it. I know that she can't be the person that told Zach where he was the second time because some guy named Casey called Zach's phone and told him where he was. Angela's like, that's mad messy. Belinda's like, I don't care, he stole my rent money. Angela's like, so you don't care that he's dead? Belinda's like, no. Belinda's like, you can't turn this on me, you like mess too. Angela's like, I do like mess, but not when it comes to somebody's life at stake. So when Fatima walks into the restaurant and she sees Belinda, and Belinda's trying to smooth talk her, talking about something, I feel so bad about what happened and all this other stuff. Fatima, when you drop that baby, I needed to be on site for Belinda. Angela and Fatima end up talking, and Angela asks Fatima if she gonna answer Zach's calls as Zach called her. Fatima's like, no, I am not answering his calls. Fatima's like, what was Belinda doing here? And Angela's like, she was just being messy. Fatima's like, I don't know when you're gonna learn, but Belinda's not her friend. Angela's like, I see that now. Angela says something and she almost slips up and calls Fatima Belinda. And then Fatima's like, you know what? This is my time to go. Once Fatima leaves, Angela gets a call from Bryce, and Bryce is like, can I come over to talk? Over at the precinct, Preston finally sees Zach, and Zach is like, I only agreed to this for one reason. Preston's like, whatever it is, just name it. Zach is like, I need you to take all my money from Bryce and give it to Fatima. Make sure she has everything she needs. Zach is like, I got you. Preston's like, I'm not here to judge you. Zach is like, that's good because Fatima already did that. Preston's like, what did she say? Zach is like, she asked me if it was worth it, and I told her yeah. Preston's like, now you know it's not worth it. Zach is like, so you telling me I'm wrong? Preston's like, yeah. Preston's like, yeah, as men we have to take accountability for the things that we did. Zach is like, even in death my brother has me where he wants me. Preston's like, you know what, that's family. Preston's like, if there's anything I could say or do, I would do it. Zach is like, well, you can do this one thing. Preston's like, name. Zach is like, I need you to go to Fatima, and when I call you, I need you to give her the phone because she's not answering my calls. Preston's like, she's just upset. Zach is like, nah, she's been upset before. This is different. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back. She's dealt with a lot of stuff from me more than I have. Preston reassures Zach that he's got his back, and Zach is like, thank you. Over at Zach and Fatima's, Connie's over there and she's knocking on the door and she don't get an answer. And I'm like, didn't I tell y'all don't show up to people's house unannounced? But she shows up because Zach is not answering his phone, and that's when Deja pops out the bushes again and she lets her know that Zach is in jail for murdering Jeremiah. Connie's like, I'm confused because he's in the hospital, he's okay. Deja's like, that's not what the police said. Connie's like, you sure? Because he's definitely in the hospital. So after Connie and Deja do their little banter, Connie gets on the phone and she calls Tony. She's like, what's going on with that? Tony's like, he's in jail for murdering Jeremiah. Connie's like, I don't know how, because he was in the hospital. Connie's like, something's not right, and I'm gonna figure out what it is. The barbershop, Mr. Tyrone is talking to Tony and Nate, telling them about the video and how they could possibly catch a charge due since it looks like they were out. Back over at Zach and Fatima's, Connie is still outside because now her car won't start and she's having a banter with Deidre. Deidre's calling her car old. She's like, maybe my country boyfriend could help you, and that's when Preston comes around the corner and Preston sees Connie. Connie's immediately like, are you gonna give me a jump? Preston's like, hi, I'm Preston. Are you a friend of Zach's? Connie's like, yeah. Preston's like, yeah, sure, let me go grab the cables. So he goes to grab the cables, and that's when Fatima pulls up, and she's like, Connie, I ain't got time for your stuff today. Connie's like, I just want to know what's going on with Zach. Speaking of Zach, Zach calls Preston, and Fatima's standing there, and she's like, I don't want to talk to her. So she goes in the house, and Connie's like, let me talk to her. Zach is like, who's that? Preston's like, Connie? Zach is like, yeah. Put her on the phone. Zach tells Connie, I'm gonna need you to help me bury my mother because Fatima's not in the right frame of mind right now and she ain't gonna want to do it. Because, like, take the money from Preston and just do what you gotta do. Connie's like, yeah, I got you. He's trying to get into the whole Jeremiah situation and Zach ain't trying to hear it. He's like, just go talk to Fatima for me. Connie's like, you know, she don't like me like that. Zach is like, just go talk to her. My boy Zach is really down on his luck. Back against the wind, trying to make it. He tells Connie that he forgot the cables, trying to get the call from Zach, so he's gonna get them now and he's gonna help her out. Connie's like, thank you. Honestly, this was a weird way for Connie to meet Preston, but okay. Connie goes to talk to Fatima, and Connie lets her know that she's gonna be taking over the funeral since Zach asked her to. Fatima's like, so he doesn't think I'll bury his mother? No. He just knows that you have a lot going on right now. You probably can't handle it. Fatima's like, well, we already paid most of the money. I'll give you the man's number. Just know that he's a crook. Connie's like, Fatima, you really gonna give up on him like that? Fatima's like, Connie, I really don't want to hear it right now. Connie's like, how many times is it gonna take? Fatima's like, what you talking about? Connie's like, it only takes one time. A man can do something one time and you be done. Fatima's like, I just feel like I hit a wall. And I don't want to do this anymore. Connie's like, well, you can't give up. Connie's like, you and Zach have a lot more to do. Fatima's like, I don't know about that. I'm really done. Connie's like, well, did you lay it out for him? Connie's like, it isn't for you, it's for him. Fatima's like, whoever it's for, I really don't feel like doing it. Fatima's like, is there anything else you need? Connie's like, can you take a ride with me real quick? Fatima's like, what? It's like, Connie, where are we going? Connie's like, don't ask me no questions, I just need you to come with me. Something's not adding up. Fatima's like, it's been a long day and I got someone to talk to tonight. Connie's like, okay, I'll make sure you're back. Fatima's like, okay, but I'm driving my car. Connie's like, why are we not driving my car? Is it because my car got rust on it? Fatima's like, no, it's because your car's always breaking. Fatima, you ain't have to joke on her car like that. We know her car's a 95. 95s are old. So Connie and Fatima finally make it to where they go, and as expected, they go to the hospital. Fatima's like, Connie, what are we doing here? Connie's like, we're here because I'm confused about something. Fatima's like, confused about what? Then they walk into this room. Connie pulls the curtain back, and Jeremiah's laying in the bed with a neck brace on. It's really gonna be some mess if Belinda's behind the reason that Zach's in jail because she's the one that leaked the video. Belinda, you better keep your head on a swivel, girl. But let me know what you guys think about this episode. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. Bye!